ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
First down, Justin Herbert. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert, forced out to his left. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Los Angeles.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He would call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Herbert now. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a handoff looking right. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Complete to Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Broncos nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsay. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
And Tate's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Now, that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it.
And now look at him go. 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Chargers' 3-yard line.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
52.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. his throw here's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Broncos 17, Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, they'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Locke's throw caught by Sutton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, If you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Lindsey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Lock going to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Throwing left side here, it is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. operating from the gun. Herbert into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Third down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little? Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And some room to work. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Here's Lindsey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Check 56. Watch the run, watch the run. Alpha, 56. Lux, 56. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. 56.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On first down, it's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Broncos. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Lining up for
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
Pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Herbert throwing again. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
21-yard line.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. To throw again. Herbert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there. 1st down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Let's go, D.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
46-yard.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20.
Herbert on 1st down now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Dominated, boys, dominated.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. And the Broncos are going to have themselves a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Check tight, check tight, check tight.
Throwing now is Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Beck. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Now Locke. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Another big play is they get 28 out of that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man is Robbie Anderson. 7 yards, the pickup there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the Broncos.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And this is complete. It's Allen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waiting moments of this one. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip. Mike 20. Let's go, D. It's going to be a lot.
Herbert now. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
Herbert.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Coming. I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 21.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.